Denzel Washington in an action movie like this, you know you're going to be in for a good time. What is up, everybody? RandomRandomMan here, bringing you my review for the film adaptation of The Equalizer, which stars Denzel Washington, Martin Sokas, Chloe Grace Moretz, Bill Pullman, and Melissa Leo, and is directed by Antoine Fuqua. Now, the plot, which of course is based off of the TV show of the same name, follows Robert McCall, played by Denzel Washington, an ex-Special Forces agent who lives a pretty quiet life in Boston. But upon meeting Terry, played by Chloe Grace Moretz, a young girl who is tangled up with the Russian mafia, McCall finds that it is up to him to bring justice to those who have wronged others. Now, I was really looking forward to The Equalizer, as Denzel Washington was re-teaming with Antoine Fuqua after Training Day, for which Washington did win his second Oscar for. And the idea for this movie also looked really cool, with Washington being an action hero and having a sympathetic heart for others, and I want to see how that mashup would come together. But did this become another home run for Fuqua and Washington? Let's run down the whole thing. Denzel Washington has never lost his charm of what makes him such a fantastic actor, as his character here is so likable that you can just help but feel for him with a sympathetic conscience that he has for others, and with his ability just to take out every bad guy he encounters. And that's just what makes him add another level to this movie that it does deserve from this credible actor. Chloe Grace Moretz does play a young prostitute here, in what seems like a departure for her given all the previous roles she's had, but I think it further proves how much more versatile she is as a young actress, as all the charming interactions that she does have with Washington's character are great to watch. And even if she does have a small role here, it's just an overall outstanding portrayal of a teenager who is swept up with the wrong people. Bill Pullman and Melissa Leo also play some old context of Washington's character, and once they are introduced into the film, it's just nice to see some more older actors with another one on screen together, especially Leo, as the last Antoine Fuqua movie she was in was Olympus Has Fallen, as all she was doing there was kicking and screaming for help as a helpless hostage, so it is nice to see her here in a much more subdued role. But by far, the biggest standout in the cast here is Martin Sokas as the main Russian bad guy, as I just loved seeing his every move and whim play out on screen on what he stands for to get to the bottom of what Washington's character is doing to his Russian mob. And I just loved the interactions as well with Washington's character, as it reminded me a lot of the hero-villain relationship in Die Hard. And just seeing how menacing Sokas' character was towards all the other people he is interacting with really elevates this movie even more and makes him my favorite movie villain so far this year. And just overall, with Sokas and the rest of the cast, this is a cast that is definitely well suited for this movie. Now, I'm not sure how accurate this movie really is to the TV show that it's based off of, but in either case, this is a very investing setup from the start within minutes, as even though it does start out slow, it does get steady as it progresses, with Washington's character given a lot of development towards what he does on a regular basis, and his special forces past that is just mysterious from the setup. And it really makes me like this movie more for wanting to focus on story first and then focus on the intense action that is to follow. Yes, the action here is intense, gruesomely violent more so, as this film does definitely deserve its R rating, but the violence is never enough to be fully off-putting, as it is given out in sparing short bursts to the point where it is never relentless. And just how stylish the action here is pulled off reminds me a lot of how Max Payne was portrayed. No, not that disgraceful abomination. This masterful piece of work, as it also shows how resourceful Washington's character really is, to the point where he never has to always pick up a gun or fire a single shot even, just to get all of his work done. But all of this really does add up to a movie where you're as interested in why Washington is doing all of this work that he is doing, for how satisfied you're going to be when the action does come. As from the creative writing that is portrayed here to all of the slick action that is put into place, this is one that is definitely entertaining to watch. My final thoughts on this movie are that while it doesn't always run at a hurrying pace at every moment, the rest of the film does more than enough to be engrossing on its own, from the marvelous performances, the very smooth action, and just how well written it was all around for its plot and dialogue makes this a very pleasing film. And did I mention that this is probably the best American action film of the year, with a badass Denzel Washington in the lead role? Liam Neeson has nothing on him. No, I'm only kidding, but I definitely recommend this movie. My final verdict for The Equalizer is 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you all, as always, for watching. Be sure to like this video, comment on what you thought of The Equalizer, subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll catch you on the next movie review.